Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of a Blooming podcast, where you get to hang out around with us and we talk about pop culture, politics, and so on. So this is our first episode. We're gonna start a little bit easier, and since Jack Burns isn't here, so thank goodness, because this episode would have been taken down. So, anyways, I want to introduce myself. My name is Michael Lamberti, and this is
I'm Tom Napausen.
And so, Tom, how's today doing for you?
It's not going that well, as I mentioned before to you earlier, but
Yeah.
I guess after we get to the main topic, I guess I'll talk about it, but what we got for today?
Okay, so for today, since Halo Infinite is coming around the corner, sooner or later, and E3 2019 is shortly coming up around the corner. So my question is for you is, what are you excited about the new Halo game that's coming out, and also what other games are you excited besides Halo?
Well, the only reason I'm excited for Halo is because it's Halo. I haven't played Halo since Reach.
Yeah.
And I was actually looking at this meme today, and it was like, see you buddy, see you later, and it was like last seen 9 years ago, and it made me feel really, really bad. But what else is coming up on E3? To be honest, man, I've been so scrambled these past few weeks. I haven't even looked at games yet. What's coming up?
There's gonna be a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's taking place right after Episode 3, so you're playing as a Jedi Padawan that's on the hunt, trying to just survive Order 66 as a whole.
Oh shit.
And another one is obviously The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
Also Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, I've seen the couple trailers for it. I'm actually really psyched for it.
It looks so fun. I cannot wait.
It makes me almost upset that I won't be living. And if that time period ever comes, I won't be alive.
Honestly, though, same. I'll be an old freaking grandpa by then.
Maybe they'll have preservation technology by then.
Oh my goodness.
Cryogenics and stuff like that.
Or saving your mind on a little thumb drive, and you just plug it in and be like, "What's up, fam?" Or "What's up, danger?" Also, another game that's coming out is Ghost of Tsushima. I'm probably butchering the name, but it's
isn't it like that Japanese Dark Souls?
It's similar to Japanese Dark Souls, but this is actually a story linear game that actually is historic accurate about an invasion in Japan back in I believe the Sengoku era, I believe. But I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But it looks very fun. There's actually another Dark Souls type of samurai game. I forget what it's called, but I believe they're gonna be showing that as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and after playing 2 and 3, I was just like, I can't spend those $60 to just for being angry.
That's with me with Noah. I don't know. But it's just you're this white dude that goes into Japan and you fight Japanese demons. And apparently it's actually a true story that this one British guy that was smuggling spice from Spain, I believe, to Japan because there was a great civil war that was happening. Obviously the dude wasn't fighting demons or anything, because that's not.
He was just fighting the spice cabinets.
Yeah, he was just fighting spice cabinets. But there's a lot of exciting stuff coming for 2019. I think I do hope that they do another, maybe a Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I never played the one that came out last year. How is it? I mean, I've seen gameplay and it looks great.
Dude, that story! Oh my God, the story is so amazing. There's so much. There's a lot of new stuff they do in the Spider-Man game. It sucks that they get Game of the Year award. Obviously, that sucks. But as the game overall, it's probably the best Spider-Man game I have ever played.
Oh yeah, I've seen, what was it? I guess the first one was critically acclaimed, and then the rest I just saw I never played the Spider-Man games, but I just saw a rapid decline, and I saw everyone being all crazy about this one. So I'm actually really glad the franchise is actually improving.
Oh yeah.
I just like it when they improve. I hate seeing the game developers work so hard and they're just oh well, this game is shit. So
actually, speaking of games going down the hill, Activision owned Bungie, right?
Yes. I know.
And then Bungie withdrew from Activision.
Wait, so what's gonna happen with Halo?
Well, see, what's happening with Activision. Well, Bungie technically gave up on Halo, but 343 was taking care of Halo.
Right.
So 343's been taking care of Halo. Like that's how we got Halo 4, 5,
Yeah,
and despite what people think, Halo as a whole has hit some bumps and
absolutely.
from the road, and
I don't think there's ever gonna be another 3.
Ye-
Honestly and truly, there isn't.
yeah, like there's a lot of there was some moments I liked about Halo 4, and I didn't play Halo 5 because I heard
No.
so much crap about it and how they took away playable elites. That's what
Yeah.
I cut the line.
It's
I'm like,
it's mostly because I switched to PC after Reach came out,
there you go.
and there hasn't been any form of freaking ROM or any like copy sold on like Steam or anything like that. So I haven't really been playing console.
Yeah. So,
Which
but
sucks because I love Halo.
yeah, but there's hope that like Bungie can actually come back to Halo, well, back to 343, Xbox, Microsoft after Halo Infinite. So there's
Okay.
talk about that because Bungie has really has gone through so much.
Yeah.
Like Activision was firing people left and right. Even they fired the composer from the first 3 Halo games, and that really hit me.
They fired the. Oh my God. like,
Yeah.
I still get goosebumps after hearing the Halo 3 intro.
Oh, Halo 3.
It's seriously, it's like, God, I can't believe they fired that guy.
Yeah, it sucks, but now, like legitimate, this is a rumor that I've read online, but I'm not sure it was true. But when Bungie withdrew from Activision, they legitimately were celebrating, and they got like champagne, like it was like New Year's Eve. That's how bad it was. It was that bad.
God, I really hate the fact that I'm starting to hate all these like AAA game like distributors and like developers. Like I really hate that, but they really just do it to themselves.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I believe-
honestly, wow,
yeah. Actually, here's some good news that I don't think you know about Jedi Fallen Order.
no.
Jedi Fallen Order is being developed by Respawn, the people who did Titanfall,
Oh.
and the writer for it is from God of War 3.
Oh. There's some promise. Here.
Oh yeah,
There's some promise here.
I can't wait for that. All right, I want to transition to the next and final
Alright.
topic. Since Star Wars Episode 9 has finished filming and the trilogy is now coming to a close, what's your hopes for the Star Wars franchise for their future projects, and what is your thought for Episode 9 as a whole?
Well, episode 9, I really hope they I really want to see more of Kylo Ren, despite like how memed out he was after 8. Like I do, Mr. Swole Chest, but like I really do have hopes that it's just like kind of like a middle ground is like seeing like not like far Jedi or like far Sith. I hope there's like a middle ground like
Like in the-
balance.
Like a middle.
Yeah, like a middle ground, like, kind of like thing. Like, there isn't like these far right or far left. Like, there's just like Duke and I hope like someone figures out, like, oh, I can use a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And like, I hope that's either Kylo or Mary Sue.
Well, hello, Ray. Actually, my hopes for like Episode 9, and I could agree with about Ray. So, let me just point this out. I liked Ray when I first saw her in Force Awakens.
Mhm.
I liked her a little bit in Last Jedi, but there were some things I agreed with, some I disagreed with.
It's like,
And
she's too perfect of a character.
yeah, exactly. I would like for her to have some struggles. Like,
Exactly.
like a good example is Ahsoka Tano. I'm not sure if you ever watched the animated series.
I've seen parts of it, but I do know who you're talking about.
Yeah, throughout her journey within the Clone Wars TV show, it's basically you see her fail, you see her successes, and
Yeah.
you see her like throughout the show. It's like she's learning from Anakin Skywalker. We know how he is. He's
Yeah.
arrogant and he kills children. Spoiler, but but Ahsoka was able to learn her mistakes and became not only a better Jedi, but a better person as a whole.
Yeah.
And that's what I would love to see Rey as. And I
Mhm.
think since JJ's coming back for Episode 9, since he's a director, he wrote the first,
Yeah.
movie.
I'm glad they brought him back.
Same here. I was the only thing that I absolutely like the one thing I just disliked about this trilogy is basically how there was like 3 directors at one point.
Oh, yeah, it was not
and-
consistent.
Yeah. So you had like JJ with Force Awakens. Then you had Ryan Johnson for Episode 8. Then you had some other dude that was fired. I forget what his name was. But
yeah,
I mean,
you realize that pattern if you don't even know who the director is.
yeah. But what I really would have liked a lot if, what they should have done is kept one director and, kept it consistent.
Well, it was
And,
because of that whole controversy, right?
I don't
Wasn't there some controversy around J.J. Abrams about like a tweet that he ran out? Oh wait, no,
No,
that was
that's-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's
That was
James
Guardians of
Gunn.
the
That's James
Galaxy.
Gunn, my
James
dude.
Gunn, yeah.
But actually, speaking of James Gunn, they're actually going to be using his script for Guardians 3. So
Okay, good.
he's
Yeah.
still
The first
with
two,
us.
the first two were great. I don't understand. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah, there has been a lot of debates. Even the cast were like not
Yeah,
so
like-
happy about that.
Yeah,
either.
exactly. It's like, but it's. I really do have hopes for episode 9 though.
Oh
I
yeah,
hope it's a good like closer.
actually, there's actually been talk about the cast. The cast has been talking about episode 9 for a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes even trolling people on Twitter, which is amazing. But from some interviews, the guy who played Poe Dameron, Finn, and I believe Rose, they were all talking how it was kind of like this is a Star Wars movie, kind of like similar to Rogue One a bit, but something that's going to end the trilogy as one
Okay.
thing.
I'm glad for that because there was way too much like filler in episode. The casino scene, dude. Oh my
I hate the
god!
casino
Literally,
scene
we
so
all
much.
started falling asleep in our theater seats. It was, that part was just unneeded.
Yeah, I think with the Canto Bight scene, I thought the spectacle was interesting, but the only thing
Oh, yeah,
I disliked was like we were there way too long.
Yeah, it was like we were there for what 45 minutes,
I-
something 45, 50 minutes.
I believe so.
It was.
It kept on like bouncing back, like, oh, we're in Canto Bight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hey,
hate-
we're in Ray and Luke's
I
dynamic.
hate being the simple-minded, but I'm like, where's the blasters? Where's the lightsaber fights?
Yeah,
Like, I was expecting all this.
Yeah, I feel that, and what I think what could have what it would have been amazing. Now this is my Star Wars geekiness coming out, but
Here we go. Should I put on a face mask?
no, but did you play like the video game like Star Wars Force Unleashed?
No, but I have read good things about it.
Okay, so Starkiller, he's basically this overpowered Sith Lord that actually became a Jedi. Apparently he was supposed to be the chosen one as well, but I think I think they were kind of allude to that to the third game.
I mean,
but,
Anakin was the chosen one, but look what happened to him. So.
yeah, you're right. But there was, I wish, either A, Ahsoka Tano was still alive in the sequel era. If she is still alive, please bring her back. I would have liked if Rey was being taught by Ahsoka Tano, like really old and wise alien chick, or have her learn the ways of the Force through Starkiller, the old Sith Lord, and him actually understanding both light and dark. And
Yeah.
because since Rey doesn't really know where she belongs, she's just trying to find her place overall.
Yeah.
That seems like the type of thing the theme is going on with. It's kind of like trying to find yourself in a area that you might not belong in.
Yeah.
But I think that could have been a really good way to introduce a overpowered character.
Yeah, absolutely. I really do have hopes for Kylo though.
Oh my
Because,
God! Yes.
It's like I hope he starts doing some good because like I don't think he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he seems like the type of character that's just been misleaded and
Exactly.
like, I do hope.
I mean, Luke tried to kill him, so like
well, yeah,
I love that part. It was just like he talks about his father and just like, oh, he's killed millions of people and he's like, oh, he's not too far gone. And he just sees, oh, he's having a bad dream. Stab. Like, I never
Stab.
understood that logic.
I think to explain that logic is basically like Luke Skywalker didn't want the Jedi Order to die out like the past, because I believe he probably looked up history was what happened back in the day and learning about more of
sacred
his
text.
father.
Sacred Jedi texts. Ooh.
The sacred text. Like how Anakin became Darth Vader, and I think he learned from that, and he was like, "Oh no, I don't want to be like I don't want that to happen again. I don't want my grandson to be like my dad." So I guess he was trying to be like, if I had to choose to kill a dictator in the past, he would start like tired of contemplating it, but he was like, at that point he was like, no, this is stupid. But then Kylo Ren was like,
Yeah, we'll go,
okay. Nope. That's how basically it was a whole big misunderstanding. That's how I got it. And,
Yeah.
And then
And now Luke's dead, so like, spoiler. But
but I like how he died though. He was
Yeah.
it was poetic. Like
it was
how,
poetic in a way, like with the two sons and all that. It was just like, why?
but he's actually is cast for episode 9.
Yeah, that's good.
So I hope they either bring him as a Force ghost or he did some weird Star Wars illusion thing. Jedi. That would be such a mind flip.
Yeah, if they did that.
That would be a mind twist. Be like, hey guys, I just trolled all of you on Twitter.
That seems something that Mark Hamill would do. He'd be like, wait, I get to screw with millions of people? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to Rey a little bit. But I hope Rey gets a lot of good character development to be like, yeah, I'm Gucci. And
Yeah.
also, there's also opportunities for her to have like an animated TV show to
yeah.
help develop the character.
Yeah, the
development.
series is gonna go on after 9 without a doubt.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
a bunch
without
of
a doubt.
spin-offs and like prequels and like hell even after the 9th episode. But like,
Yeah,
but I have hopes. I have hopes for the whole franchise.
yeah. It's like
As long as Disney doesn't get too greedy, which fingers crossed. But
I don't think Disney is gonna be greedy about it. But I think what they're like after the effects of Solo, a Star Wars story, I think they're starting to realize, too much is too soon, and because Solo came out way too early. I think they
did.
should have.
But they
waited.
made the promise way too early. Like, hey, we're making a Solo film. Oh, when's it coming? Before 9. And then they were just like, oh, well, now we're in this tiny time constraint.
Yeah,
Throw Donald Glover in there, maybe. Maybe we'll get some like.
actually.
Hey, he was great as
Actually,
yeah.
there's
And,
actually some Star Wars TV shows that are coming out, like The Mandalorian. Now there's rumors about an Obi-Wan TV show now, because if you go on StarWarsNews.net, that's a really good.
Wasn't who's the guy to play Obi-Wan?
Ian McGregor.
Ian McGregor. Wasn't he cast as well? Was I like okay.
Yeah, he wants to come back, and right now I believe as what I read from Star Wars Net, Star Wars News, it's just rumors, but right now is going through the pre-production of the next Star Wars TV series. I hope it's Obi-Wan. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like a short mini series just to tie it all together. That would be beautiful.
A funny thing about Ian McGregor, he has a twin brother.
He does.
He does, and his brother is a Royal Air Force pilot, and his code name is Obi-2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I read that online. Like, I think it was like a couple of years ago, but I was like, that's funny.
Obi-2.
Obi-2, yeah.
God dang it. But I also want to comment something like how people say like Star Wars is dead because people think Disney killed it.
Yeah.
No, it's honestly, dude, Star Wars is more alive than ever.
Yeah.
People are actually talking about it, both good, both bad, both some in the middle, and people are buying the tickets, people are going to see the movies, people are buying the merchandise, people are cosplaying, and people are going to Star Wars Celebration. More fans are coming in.
Yeah, I mean, like I've never really I never really watched Star Wars. Like probably the first time I saw Episode 4 was like when I was a senior in high school. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is cool. And then I started watching like the new trilogy. I'm like, huh, okay, I should probably go back and watch all these now. And I'm like, I'm not like a hardcore fan, but I'm like, yeah, I definitely see why people love this franchise because it's like it's so expansive and like it's vast and doesn't seem like it'll ever end.
Exactly. And so they're actually bringing back an old Clone Wars. Actually, they're bringing back Star Wars: The Clone Wars because it got canceled when when Disney bought it. But since the war, they even tweeted out the war was not finished and #Clone Wars saved. Season 8 is coming out. So there's a lot of hype with that. So they're doing prequel stuff now. They're doing original trilogy stuff. And now there's going to be more sequel content, possibly even another trilogy with the Game of Thrones writers.
Really?
There's speculations that there's going to be Old Republic. I'm not sure you know what Old Republic means, but it's apparent. I've seen gameplay of Old Republic. It's basically this old RPG game.
Oh wait, yeah. No, I have friends that play. I actually have an account. Like I started playing it. And I was just like, I have the attention span of a squirrel. So anytime I go in like these really convoluted MMOs, I'm like, but like I have a whole bunch of friends that play it still, and like I saw gameplay, and I was just like, yeah, okay. Like I see why this is still popular. Even like how long was it?
This,
It
like-
was like 2009 when it came out.
I think so.
Yeah.
But there's rumors that that's gonna be the next trilogy,
Really.
which I would love to if that was happening. But I would honestly wouldn't mind it being like a TV show because apparently there is so much content within the Old Republic. It could legitimately be like a Game of Thrones like series.
That does seem cool.
So
Star Wars is just Game of Thrones in space.
oh
let's be
my
real
goodness,
here.
you just see a giant freaking dragon coming out of nowhere, just be like,
if there's, I mean, if there's ever such thing as a space dragon with lasers, I'd probably buy tickets to every movie of the franchise.
actually,
is.
there is.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you, dude. There's other sorts of dragons in the Star Wars universe. One's a crate dragon, and one Jedi had to kill one to reclaim his honor for his tribe, and he actually wears the bones of a crate dragon.
Huh. I think I just got a little bit more interested in this series.
Search up Darth Crate, and you learn a lot about him. But we are now out of time. Thank you guys for watching episode 1 of A Blooming Podcast. Once again, my name is Michael Lamberti,
I'm Tom Neapolitan.
and we will see you in the next week.
All right.